Hello, epic viewers from around the world. Prepare to indulge in experiencing sheer bliss, because today another riveting, caffeinating, stellar unboxing video is about to be brought to you for fruition. What items will I be unboxing? What items will I be opening? Without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to elicit the box. What items are encompassed inside this hefty, tangible, bulky, nifty box? Let's find out. I'm going to demystify that answer to that inquiry right here, right now, so bear with me. It will only take me billions of picoseconds to extract the items from the box and subsequently flaunt them in front of the camera for you to feast your glorious eyes on. Here we go. The unboxing process is about to commence. It is officially underway. What items will I be prompting? What items will I be drawing forth? What items will I be eliciting? Let's find out. Which action figures are encompassed within this bag? You can unequivocally tell that these figurines are known by the monikers of the Star Wars Clone Troopers. These are the white Clone Troopers. They come bundled with stands that they can be mounted onto. They have pegs protruding out of them, or one peg protruding out of each stand. The Clone Troopers very likely have peg holes embedded in their feet. Here's one of them. I presume that these white Clone Troopers are supposed to represent the standard Clone Troopers that were dispatched to trounce the droids in Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. I'm unsure which action figure line they're derived from. Perhaps the Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith action figure line, or perhaps the Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones action figure line. Apparently they're derived from the Star Wars Revenge of the Sith action figure line. At least their base indicates they are a part of the line. Now, I believe I have 13 within this bag. They seem to be in pristine condition. They're practically unscathed. They're not marred with scratches or scuffs. Ample collectors prefer to procure these figurines in lots. Why? They want to build their own Clone Trooper army. They're more than just hunks of plastic. They have stellar aesthetics, stellar shadings, stellar hues, stellar textures. I love their sculpts. I love this figurines deco. These are just stupendous figurines. My only gripes appertaining to these figurines is that they lack finger joint articulation. Fortunately, their hands are semi-clenched together, so they can wield weapons. Fortunately, they came packaged with their innate default corresponding weapon, which is their blaster. They could pulverize, vanquish, and terminate their foes. These are supposed to be clones of Jango Fett the Bounty Hunter. They're now dispersed throughout my table. I'm contemplating whether or not I should utilize these stands. I have a finite amount of space in my shelves. The stands take up ample space. These figurines have ample points of articulation. They lack an ankle pivot. Their knees are seemingly not double jointed, nor are their elbows double jointed. They also lack a diaphragm joint. I love how there's an antenna protruding out of their back for some of them. Another stand. Another. Homogeneous Clone Trooper. Followed by another homogeneous Clone Trooper. And finally another doppelganger, another hunk of plastic, another Clone Trooper that looks akin to the previous Clone Troopers that I flaunted in front of the camera. Are Clone Troopers obsequious? Are they stoic? Are they valiant? Are they noble? Are they heroic? Are they audacious? Well, if I had to profile them, if I had to pinpoint their qualities, traits, and attributes, I would say that they possess physical prowess, they're tactical, they're meticulous, they're noble, they have fortitude, they have zeal. The bag is not devoid of all its contents. It can be relegated to the trash. It can be consigned to the trash. The Clone Troopers have keen senses. They could detect anyone within their vicinity. They're nimble. They're agile. Are they astute? Are they shrewd? Are they peculiar? Are they peculiar? Is it pronounced peculiar? Peculiar. I think it's pronounced peculiar. Just sounds uncanny and awkward. Well, no, they're relatively normal. Their personalities aren't very disparate from one another. There's not great disparities between their personalities. Some of them are more submissive and docile than others. Others are more commanding and authoritative than their counterparts. But for the most part, I mean, they're pretty similar to one another in practically all facets. They're supposed to be roughly 6 feet tall. These figurines are roughly 3.75 inches tall. They do not scale eminently well with a 6-inch action figure line, or 6-inch action figure collection, but they do coincide eminently well with the 3.75-inch Star Wars action figure collection, so they're a great addition to amplify anyone's 3.75-inch Star Wars collection. Like I said, my only gripes appertaining to these figurines is that they lack finger joint articulation, they lack an ankle pivot, they lack diaphragm joints. Other than that, there's no major issues. Their seam lines aren't very noticeable from my perspective. Of course, my vision is abysmal, it's perpetually fading, so if your vision isn't withering away, perhaps they bother you more than they bother me, but the seam lines aren't a major issue here, in my humble objective opinion. Overall, if I count them all, they're dispersed throughout my room. I'm able to pinpoint 13 Clone Troopers, so for under $5 each, I have no qualms about this purchase and decision. In retrospect, I would have purchased more if I could have procured them for the same price. I procured them via eBay. I was able to reap a 2% cashback rebate post-purchasing these figurines, since my credit card confers to me a 2% cashback rebate post-purchasing and paying for items that I charge to the credit card. Furthermore, by procuring these items via eBay, I also received 2% cash back in the form of eBay bucks, so effectively I received 4% cash back, 2% in the form of credit for my credit card, and 2% in the form of redeemable eBay bucks, which can be redeemed if you have an excess of $4.99 in eBay bucks. So I'm gratified that I own these figurines. I'm jubilant, I'm content, I'm buoyant. I love these figurines. I hope that I can consolidate them onto one shelf. I should be able to. It shouldn't be too cumbersome. I really have to be crafty. I need to maneuver them onto the shelf in a way where they don't take up ample space. I need to have spacious shelves so that I can fit a plethora of figures onto them. I finally have an exorbitant amount of clone troopers. I likely have over 50. Of course, I have variants of clone troopers. I love the standard clone troopers the best. These ones look a bit battle damaged. They're supposed to look that way. But I'm glad that I can keep amplifying my clone trooper army. So I recommend and advocate procuring these figurines if you're an avid devout Star Wars fan. If you detest and disdain the Star Wars franchise, and these figurines may not appeal to your niche interests. Fortunately, they appeal to my niche interests, which is why I'm going to retain these figurines, flaunt them on my shelves, and revel in staring at these figurines. Of course, these figurines have a pragmatic use. They can be flaunted on my shelves. Looking at them, taking a gander at them every day elicits gratification in my finite life. I need to be happy, right? I need to be jubilant. I need to be buoyant. I can't wallow in negativity. I can't harp on negativity. I believe in the old cliche. Live your life to its fullest. Optimize your happiness. And relish every moment, right? You don't need to be miserable. You don't need to have a negative outlook on anything, even if the situation that has befallen upon you is dire, is your decision. Everything is based on your perception. So, I love these clone troopers. Their blasters are disseminated throughout my room. I need to find them. It's pivotal that I don't lose them. I'm glad that I'm glad that I have their corresponding armaments. So I also wanted to notify you that if you squeeze their legs together, if you press them inwards, then one of their arms can ascend and descend. It can descend if you release the legs. However, if you press the legs together, if you put pressure on the legs, then it will ascend upwards. They could also move outwards, the arms. The legs can't really move outwards. So, that's everything I want to do. Showcase, reveal, and render transparent. I love these figurines. I love their designs. I love their molds. I love their sculpts. I love their armor. I'm not sure if their masks, I'm not sure their helmets can be detached or not. It's an enigma. I'm not going to risk beheading them, so I'll desist from tampering and fiddling with their heads. Thanks for watching. I hope that you found this video to be intriguing, stupendous, as well as insightful. I hope you deem this video to be marvelous in every facet. Here are some of the clone troopers that I finally removed from the packaging. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.